Did you know, over in Seneca County, hundreds of thousands of service members trained during World War II and the Korean War? Well, now a former training site there has become the state's first ever veterans cemetery. Erica Cost has more now.
Seneca County Manager Mitch Rowe says Sampson Veterans Memorial Cemetery is personal to him. His father, a former veteran, is buried there.
He was in the U.S. Army during the Second World War. Purple Heart recipient. He had been injured in duty over in Europe.
Rowe's involvement in years of planning, designing, and building this cemetery has been an emotional one. The cemetery used to be a training station for service members. Back in 2008, Rowe says the county took possession of 162 acres of the former base with the goal of making it the cemetery it is today.
Very deep and rich military history here in Seneca County. And I know a number of other people whose loved ones are buried there.
Rose says he'd always hoped Sampson would become either a federal or state veterans cemetery. So when he found out New York was looking for one, the county applied right away. He says everything was already constructed, making them a great candidate. In addition, the county itself represents hundreds of thousands of veterans within a 75-mile radius. Over in Monroe County, county legislator and former U.S. Navy Commander George Hebert says over 35,000 veterans reside.
There hasn't been anywhere near Rochester, or even, I would say, Western New York, an appropriate resting place for our veterans. It's something that's been wanted, and it's something that's finally been fulfilled.
He says New York used to be one of only a few states nationwide without a state veterans cemetery, but not anymore. Reporting, Erica Cost, News 8.
Thank you, Erica. The decision to choose Sampson as the state's cemetery was unanimous. The next steps will be figuring out funds for operating and maintaining the cemetery for the first 10 years, and eventually they hope to apply for federal funds.